about to tell you about three special friends who lived on the same street but couldn't play together. There was Boris, a big, fluffy Bernese mountain dog with a tail that never stopped wagging. He lived at number 12, up at number 18. 2 floors high on a balcony lived Minos, a beautiful calico cat who loved to balance on the railing. And right in between them, at number 14 in the backyard, lived Snoof, a giant brown rabbit with ears as big as satellite dishes. They could see each other every day, but they couldn't play together. Can you guess why? Minos would meow back so sweetly and reach her little paw toward Snoof's garden. And Snoof would thump his big back feet on the ground. Thump, 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 thump. They wanted to play tag together so badly, but there were big problems keeping them apart. Boris's fence was way too high to jump over. My nose was too scared to jump down from her balcony. That was really high. And Snoof's hutch had a lock on it. Plus the fence to the neighbors was all boarded up tight. Boris thought, I wish I were a bird so I could fly over. Minos thought, if only I had wings. And Snoof thought, if only I could dig like a mole and tunnel under everything. The 3 friends didn't give up. On Tuesday, Boris tried digging a tunnel under the fence. He dug and dug and dug and dug until his nose was covered in black dirt. But, he hit a thick tree root and had to stop. On Wednesday, Minos tried climbing down the drain pipe to reach the ground. She made it halfway down, but then it started to rain. The pipe got slippery, and she had to scramble back up to her warm basket. On Thursday, Snoof tried gnawing on the wooden fence of his pen, but the wood tasted yucky and was way too hard. The 3 friends looked at each other with such sad eyes. Would they ever get to play together? Then something big happened. On Friday night, a huge storm came. The wind howled so loud, whoosh, the trees bent and swayed. The roof tiles rattled, clatter, clatter, clatter. But the next morning, everything was calm and sunny. Boris ran outside to see what the storm had done. And that's when he saw it. The storm had pulled down an old ivy plant that had been growing on the back wall for years and years. Behind that ivy was something nobody had ever seen before. An old, rusty, low gate. Boris pushed the gate with his nose. Kriek! It opened. He walked down the secret path and saw that the storm had blown a wooden plank right out of Snoof's fence. Snoof poked his wiggly nose through the hole. Woof! Together they looked up at Minos's balcony. The storm had blown a big tree branch right against it, like a perfect bridge. Minos was already waiting. With her tail straight up for balance, she walked across that branch like a tightrope walker and jumped down right in front of Boris and Snoof. Finally, they were together. On that narrow, overgrown path behind the gardens where no people ever came, they had found their very own playground. Boris wagged his tail so hard he almost fell over. Minos rubbed her head against Snoof's soft fur. Snuff made happy little hops right over Boris's big paws. They played tag in the tall grass. Minos was the fastest runner, Boris was the strongest, and Snuff was the best at hiding. They had so much fun. When their owners called them for dinner that evening, the three friends made a special promise. Every day, whenever the people weren't looking, they would meet on the secret path. Even though they lived in different houses, separated by walls and fences and heights, they had found their own special way to reach each other. And that was the very beginning of the Backyard Club, a club just for three best friends who never gave up on each other. Boris, Minos, and Snuff learned something really important. Even when things seem impossible, if you keep trying and never give up, you might just find a wonderful surprise waiting for you. The storm brought them the secret path, but it was their friendship that made it magical. Now they played together every single day on their special path, and they're the happiest three friends in the whole neighborhood.